Hi all. Have observed that recently RBI and Government of India have been making lot of policy changes. And if you connect the dots, there is one common objective, bringing foreign capital into India. So let's decode all these policies step by step. So first is in enhancing the FCNR deposits. So recently RBI have decided to bear the full hedging cost for FCNR deposits with a maturities of 3 to 4 years till September 2026. So basically these are the deposits made by the foreigners, by the NRIs in Indian banks. So RBI have decided to bear the full hedging cost that would enable the banks to increase their profitability and offer the attractive interest rates to the NRIs. So as per the industry estimates, this would bring $40 billion into our FX. However, some experts believe that this could also bring 50 to 60 billion dollars into the Indian FX account. So the result is more dollars and more foreign money into the FX reserves. Now the second step which has been taken is increasing the OCI investment, enhancing the liberalized overseas investment. So this is another step to attract investments in India from the foreigners. Individual investment limit under the portfolio investment scheme for overseas investors have doubled from 5% to 10%. And enhancing the overall limit from 10% to 24%. Another key move, RBI have increased the overseas portfolio investment OPI limit from 10% to 24%, enhancing to take larger positions in the listed Indian companies. Third policy is Bloomberg's Bond Index inclusion. India have already entered JP Morgan Emerging Market Bond Index in 2024. So basically this index tracks emerging market government bonds, and the total assets following this index are 200 to 250 billion dollars, and this is expected to bring 20 to 25 billion dollars in the Indian foreign exchange reserves. India is now making a renewed push to enter into Bloomberg Global Aggregate Bond Index. This is one of the world's largest bond benchmarks with $2.5 trillion assets attached to it and $70 trillion of bonds globally tracking every day. To enhance the entrance, Government of India have exempted FPIs from long-term capital gain tax and interest they earn from the government securities. As per the industry estimates, this could bring around 30 to 40 billion dollars of foreign capital inflow. Additionally, Bank for International Settlement could also bring 7 to 11 billion dollars into the Indian market. So the big picture is, if you add all these initiatives together, India is positioning itself to attract tens of billions of dollars of foreign capital inflow into the Indian financial system. So more foreign money means stronger forex reserves, greater support for the Indian rupee, lower borrowing cost, and deepening of the financial markets. So therefore it will not only help India to grow their economy but also emerge as a stronger and a global player in the world financial system. So I did my best to bring all these policies together. Keep following me for such simple business and financial insights. Thank you.